Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
What is up?
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Lamont starts one game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
What is up?
Off the play fake, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 8 yards to go.
What is up?
Here's Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another run for Henry. And he won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, is training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Lamar out of the pistol. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
From the pistol, Henry. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Pistol snap to Jackson. He rolls to his right. Now here he goes. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an applause, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Blitz coming, Lamar. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. On 4th now, on comes Tyler Loop, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Now we're going to have a timeout for the players shaken up, and that's DeAndre Swift in some discomfort and being attended to. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Ready, up.
Williams off the play fake. Got a man, it's Colston Loveland. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They're going to run here, Kyle Manunga. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Well, no gain on the play, just fine for the defense, so they're going to decline the flag and let that play stand. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Motioning left is their running back. 3rd down, here's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. This is Loveland working the right side. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now, 7 to go. To the air yet again. Williams escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
Ready, start!
Swift gets it, going left. He got what he could on the cutback inside, but it winds up well short of the marker. 2 yards to the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Santos' kick is good, and that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
On
1st and 10, it's Henry. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And he's blocked out at about that 27-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. He steps in and makes the interception. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
One guy with it. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Roquan Smith there, doing what he did his first 4 NFL seasons with the Bears, shutting that play down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out. On
play action, here's Williams. Connection made. Kyle Monangai. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
What is that?
Putting a receiver in motion. Going play action. Williams. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
What is that?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Williams again. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he has enough for that first down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. Well, 3rd and 10 was already tough, Brock, but the challenge doubles here. 3rd and 20 now after the holding call.
Whoa.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He's going to push one deep down the right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. They've got first down from the 31. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. Again, he hits the second level. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
This is Henry on second. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
180. 180. Hey.
Jackson now on third. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Oops, knocks it through. And we're outside up now in the first half.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Big. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. As this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go with Monangai here. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Williams on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Bears driving for a score and a halftime lead. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Monangai. Solid running here, and that's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Williams. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standards they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send a tight end in motion. Williams to throw here, 3rd and 1. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears get some late points and the lead. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, That's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. Short pass brought in. And now a small gain up to about the 32. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Right back to Hill. This is caught. And he is stopped with authority there. But that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's 2nd and inches at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Lamar throwing again. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 35-yard line.
You're set up at the 35 now. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie things 10-10. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Fielded at the 7. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, because that takes us into the break. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Has the open man downfield. It's a race down the right side. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Williams from the gun. That's complete. It's Menunga. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
On play action, Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Again, it's Williams. And this is another incompletion. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Santos' kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
180.
Going again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson trying for the deep ball. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long.
180. Nice shot.
Lamar now from the gun. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
Completed to his running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready, shot. 180. Ready, shot.
Lamar's going to keep this one. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there, and they catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
180.
3rd and long for him here. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Komet's got it, left side. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Williams on the play action. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Now running with Manunga. He's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Complete Derrick Henry. Juke the defender. Keeps it moving. Space on the right. He's got room. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take the lead on the first play of the drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 17, Bears 13.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Caught by his back. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
1st and 10 from the 41.
What is going on?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Jair Alexander with the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
What is up?
They kick the running back in motion. From the 46. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 3rd quarter lead.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears push their lead to 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 38. Drop this one down for Henry. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Oh, this big guy is moving. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, Williams. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Williams to throw here. 3rd and 1. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll motion the tight end left. To the ground, it's Monangai. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Williams from the gun. He beams one deep right side. It's on target to Moore. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. DJ Moore the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears push their lead to 3.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Hill now to return it. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And it sets up 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. Throwing again is Lamar. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
The coverage by
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
No, we changed it. Already. Cut.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. First and 10 from the 41.
Ready, set.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Williams on 1st down. They did it! He made the interception! Nate Wiggins has got it! And he brings this one back. It's a Baltimore pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 31, Bears 27.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
After the pick, here's Williams. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
Ready, set.
Jackson, quick pass line. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Ready, set.
Flying down the middle with Henry. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
Ravens 38, Bears 27. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready, set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Biggie Angel.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Williams to throw on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Motioning the tight end left. Throwing again on second, Williams. Finds Manunga on the dump off. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for Luther Burden, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it. Brock, they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Going with King Henry here. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and just 2 to go. Pistol snap to Jackson. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. This from 48 on the left hash. Loop knocks it through, and then extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. You know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He puts some power on a deep one left. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Nate Wiggins has got it. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far, but now 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mindset as well.
Don't worry.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Hey, middle. 180.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens close to picking up their 5th win.
Hey, tonight.
Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it a couple of yards, and it's 4th down and 5.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
A 57-yard attempt.
Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
Maybe I'm projected here, Kate, but those seem to be the toughest misses. Whether you're in the stadium, watching it online, you're watching it on TV, you're seeing the kick is online, you're watching at field level as a player and everything looks good. But unfortunately, it just falls short.
And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Raise it up.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at